Welcome back, everyone. Today we're diving into the fascinating world of ultra-rare American coins, where history, artistry, and incredible value all come together. From the earliest days of the United States Mint to legendary pieces connected to figures like John Adams, these coins are far more than just currency. They're powerful symbols of a young nation finding its identity. The coins associated with John Adams, particularly those minted during his presidency from 1797 to 1801, represent some of the earliest and most historically significant issues in American numismatics. Among these, the most valuable and sought after are the early silver dollars and half dollars of the draped bust design, especially the 1797 draped bust dollar. These coins are not only rare relics of a young nation, but also symbols of early American identity and craftsmanship. Their appeal to collectors stems from a combination of age, artistry, and scarcity, with high-grade examples commanding extraordinary prices at auctions. As one of the earliest representations of U.S. coinage during a formative presidential era, these coins carry immense historical weight and strong market demand. The historical context surrounding these coins is deeply tied to the early years of the United States and the establishment of its monetary system under the Coinage Act of 1792. During the presidency of John Adams, the United States Mint was still in its infancy, operating primarily out of Philadelphia, the nation's first capital. Coin production was limited, inconsistent, and often experimental, which contributes significantly to the rarity of coins from this era. The draped bust series, designed by artist Gilbert Stuart and engraved by Robert Scott, reflected the young nation's desire to present a refined and dignified image to the world. These coins were not made in large quantities, and many were lost, melted, or heavily circulated, further enhancing their desirability today. The unique features of the 1797 draped bust dollar make it one of the most admired coins in American history. The obverse showcases a portrait of liberty with flowing hair and elegant drapery, surrounded by stars representing the states, while the reverse features a small eagle encircled by a wreath in early versions, later replaced by a heraldic eagle design. Struck in silver, the coin weighs approximately 26.96 grams and has a diameter of about 3940, giving it a substantial presence. The craftsmanship, though primitive by modern standards, carries a distinct charm, with each coin exhibiting slight variations due to hand-engraved dies. In high-grade conditions, the intricate details of Liberty's hair and the eagle's feathers become especially pronounced, making these coins visually striking. Rarity plays a central role in the value of these coins, particularly the 1797 issue, which had a relatively low mintage compared to later U.S. coinage. Surviving examples are scarce, and those in uncirculated or near-mint condition are exceptionally rare. Certain varieties, such as the 9x7 overdate or different star arrangements, are even more coveted by specialists. The passage of more than 2 centuries has taken a toll on most specimens, leaving only a handful in pristine condition. Coins graded by professional services like Professional Coin Grading Service or Numismatic Guarantee Company in mint state condition are considered treasures, often held in elite collections. The market value of a 1797 draped bust dollar varies dramatically depending on its condition and specific variety. Lower-grade examples may still command tens of thousands of dollars due to their historical importance, while higher-grade specimens can reach well into the six-figure range. Exceptional coins with sharp details and minimal wear have sold for over $500,000 at major auctions, reflecting both their rarity and the intense competition among collectors. The value is driven by factors such as originality, strike quality, luster, and provenance. Over time, these coins have shown strong appreciation, making them not only collectible artifacts but also significant investment pieces. For collectors interested in acquiring such a coin, careful consideration and due diligence are essential. Authenticity is paramount, so purchasing coins that have been certified by reputable grading services is strongly recommended. Examining the coin's surface for signs of cleaning, damage, or alteration is crucial, as these factors can significantly impact value. Proper storage in climate-controlled environments and protective holders helps preserve the coin's condition. Building relationships with trusted dealers, participating in major auctions, and engaging with numismatic communities can also improve the chances of acquiring a genuine and high-quality example. In conclusion, the coins minted during the presidency of John Adams, particularly the 1797 draped bust dollar, stand as remarkable artifacts of early American history. Their combination of historical significance, artistic beauty, and extreme rarity ensures their enduring appeal among collectors and investors alike. These coins not only represent the beginnings of the United States monetary system, but also embody the challenges and aspirations of a young nation. As demand for early American coinage continues to grow, these pieces are likely to remain highly valued, offering both a tangible connection to the past and a promising avenue for long-term appreciation. Next up in the most valuable and sought-after United States coins associated with the era of Andrew Jackson, 1829–1837, are not coins that depict him directly, since his portrait did not appear on U.S. currency until much later, but rather coins minted during his presidency, particularly issues like the capped bust half dollar and quarter and the classic head gold coins of that period. Among these, the capped bust half dollar, especially rare varieties from the early 1830s, stands out as one of the most historically rich and potentially valuable coins. These coins are highly prized in numismatics due to their connection to a transformative era in American history, their handcrafted production methods, and their survival in limited high-grade examples. Collectors are especially drawn to these coins because they embody the economic and political spirit of Jackson's presidency, a time marked by debates over banking, currency, and federal power, all of which elevate their importance and desirability in today's market. The historical context of coins minted between 1829 and 1837 is deeply tied to Andrew Jackson's controversial presidency, particularly his opposition to the Second Bank of the United States and his push for hard currency, often referred to as specie. During this time, the U.S. Mint in Philadelphia was the primary production facility, as branch mints had not yet fully expanded operations. Coins like the capped bust half dollar, designed by engraver William Neese, circulated widely and played a crucial role in commerce during a period of rapid economic growth and expansion. These coins were not commemorative in nature, but were instead workhorse currency, making their survival in pristine condition all the more remarkable. The era also saw technological transitions, including improvements in minting equipment, though many coins were still struck using relatively primitive methods compared to later standards. The unique features of these coins are a major part of their appeal. The capped bust half dollar, for example, features a left-facing portrait of Liberty wearing a soft cap on the obverse, symbolizing freedom and independence, while the reverse displays a heraldic eagle clutching arrows and an olive branch. These coins were struck in 89.24% silver and 10.76% copper, giving them intrinsic metal value in addition to their numismatic worth. They typically measure around 32.5 mm in diameter and weigh approximately 13.48 grams. What makes them particularly special is the variation in die pairings. Each coin was struck using hand-engraved dies, resulting in subtle differences that specialists can identify and catalog. In high-grade specimens, the fine details of Liberty's hair, the eagle's feathers, and the overall luster are exceptionally well preserved, making such coins visually stunning and highly collectible. Rarity plays a crucial role in determining the value of coins from this era. While millions of coins were minted during the Jackson years, relatively few have survived in uncirculated or near-mint condition. Factors such as heavy circulation, melting, and poor storage conditions have significantly reduced the number of high-quality examples available today. Certain die varieties and overdates, where one year was struck over another, are especially rare and command premium prices. For instance, specific varieties of the 1833 or 1836 capped bust half dollar with low known populations in mint state condition can be exceedingly scarce. Coins graded MS-65 or higher by professional grading services are particularly rare, and their scarcity drives intense competition among collectors. In terms of market value, coins from the Andrew Jackson era can range widely depending on condition, rarity, and variety. A common circulated example of a capped bust half dollar from the early 1830s might be worth between $100 and $300, while an uncirculated specimen can easily reach $2,000 to $10,000. Exceptional examples with rare die varieties or superb preservation have been known to sell at auction for $20,000 or more. Gold coins from the same period, such as the classic head $5 or $10 pieces, can command even higher prices, especially in top grades. The market for these coins has shown steady appreciation over time, driven by strong demand from collectors who value both their historical significance and their aesthetic appeal. For collectors interested in acquiring coins from this era, careful attention to authenticity and condition is essential. It is highly recommended to purchase coins that have been certified and graded by reputable third-party services such as PCGS or NGC, as this ensures both authenticity and an objective assessment of condition. Collectors should familiarize themselves with the various die varieties and learn how to key features such as strike quality, luster, and signs of cleaning or damage. Proper storage is also critical. Coins should be kept in climate-controlled environments and housed in protective holders to prevent deterioration. Acquiring such coins through established dealers, major auction houses, or respected numismatic communities can help minimize risk and ensure a more investment. In conclusion, coins minted during Andrew Jackson's presidency represent a fascinating and valuable segment of American numismatics. While they do not bear his image, their connection to a pivotal period in U.S. history, combined with their distinctive designs and relative scarcity in high grades, makes them highly desirable among collectors. Their market value continues to be supported by strong demand, historical importance, and limited supply, particularly for well-preserved examples and rare varieties. Whether for historical appreciation, aesthetic enjoyment, or long-term investment, these coins offer a compelling opportunity for both novice and experienced collectors to own a tangible piece of early American heritage. Next up and the most valuable and historically compelling coins associated with George Washington and the formative years of 1789 to 1797 occupy a unique and revered place in American numismatics, even though no official U.S. coins bearing his portrait were struck during his presidency. Instead, collectors focus on early federal coinage such as the 1792 pattern coins and the first circulating issues of the United States Mint, along with rare Washington-themed medals and tokens that were privately produced during or shortly after his lifetime. These pieces are highly sought after not only because of their connection to Washington, but also because they represent the birth of the American monetary system. Their appeal lies in their profound historical importance, extreme rarity, and the prestige associated with owning artifacts from the earliest days of the United States, making them some of the most expensive and desirable collectibles in the numismatic world today. The historical context of these coins is deeply rooted in the early years of the American Republic, when the newly formed nation sought to establish its identity and economic independence following the American Revolutionary War. During Washington's presidency, The Coinage Act of 1792 authorized the creation of a national mint in Philadelphia, leading to the production of the first official U.S. coins. While Washington himself famously opposed the use of his portrait on circulating coinage, favoring Republican ideals over monarchical imagery, his influence is nonetheless embedded in these early issues. Coins such as the 1792 birch cent and the 1793 chain cent symbolize this era, and Washington-themed tokens, often struck in England or America, served as tributes to his leadership and legacy during a time when national symbolism was still evolving. The unique feature ressoffthesiar coins and Washington-related issues are remarkable both artistically and technically. Many of the earliest coins were struck in copper or silver, often with irregular planchets and hand-engraved dies that give each piece a distinctive character. Designs typically feature allegorical representations such as liberty, flowing hair motifs, or symbolic chains representing unity among the states. Washington-themed tokens, however, sometimes depict his bust in military uniform or classical attire, paired with inscriptions praising his role as commander-in-chief and first president. The craftsmanship, though primitive compared to modern minting standards, reflects the ingenuity and ambition of a young nation striving to establish credibility and permanence in its currency system. Rarity plays a central role in the extraordinary value of these coins. Many early issues had extremely low mintages, and survival rates are even lower due to circulation, melting, and poor preservation practices in the 18th century. Certain varieties, such as the 1792 Silver Center cent or rare Washington success token varieties, are known in only a handful of examples. Condition is equally critical. Coins graded as mint state or with minimal wear can command exponentially higher prices than their worn counterparts. Because these coins were produced under experimental conditions, variations in die alignment, striking quality, and composition further contribute to their uniqueness and desirability among advanced collectors. In terms of market value, the most exceptional examples of these early American coins and Washington-related issues can reach astonishing prices at auction. A well-preserved 1792 pattern coin, for instance, has sold for over $1 million, while rare Washington tokens in high grade can command tens or even hundreds of thousands of dollars depending on rarity and provenance. Even more common early cents from the 1790s can fetch several $1,000s in fine condition and significantly more in uncirculated grades. The market for these coins remains strong due to consistent demand from collectors, investors, and institutions, with prices steadily appreciating over time as fewer high-quality examples remain available. For collectors interested in acquiring these historically significant pieces, careful research and due diligence are essential. Authenticity is paramount, as the high value of these coins has led to the proliferation of counterfeits and replicas. It is strongly recommended to purchase coins certified by reputable grading services such as the Professional Coin Grading Service or the Numismatic Guarantee Company, which provide authentication, grading, and encapsulation. Proper storage in climate-controlled environments and protective holders is crucial to preserving condition. Collectors should also consider acquiring coins through established auction houses or trusted dealers with a proven track record in early American numismatics. In conclusion, coins associated with the era of George Washington represent far more than monetary artifacts. They are tangible connections to the founding of the United States and the ideals upon which the nation was built. Their historical significance, combined with their rarity, distinctive features, and strong market performance, makes them highly coveted treasures in the numismatic community. Whether viewed as investments or historical heirlooms, these coins continue to captivate collectors around the world, offering both intellectual satisfaction and the potential for long-term value appreciation as enduring symbols of America's earliest years. Next up to in the idea of a highly valuable Ulysses S. Grant era coin from 1869, 1877 is a bit misleading because during the presidency of Ulysses S. Grant, there was no regular U.S. circulating coin that featured his portrait. However, collectors often associate this period with some of the most historically rich and valuable coins in American numismatics, particularly gold issues such as the Liberty Head series and certain rare patterns struck at the United States Mint. Among the most sought-after pieces tied indirectly to this era are high-grade Liberty Head double eagles and extremely rare experimental pattern coins, which today command extraordinary prices due to their historical context and scarcity. These coins are highly desirable not because they depict Grant, but because they embody the economic and political climate of Reconstruction America, making them deeply appealing to serious collectors. The historical context of coinage from 1869 to 1877 reflects a nation recovering from the American Civil War and transitioning into the Reconstruction era under Grant's leadership. During this time, the U.S. economy was stabilizing, and gold coins, particularly the Liberty Head $20 double eagle, played a crucial role in large financial transactions and international trade. Coins were primarily minted in facilities such as Philadelphia Mint, San Francisco Mint, and Carson City Mint, the latter being especially among collectors for its lower mintages. The Carson City issues from this era are particularly valuable today, as they were struck in limited numbers during a time of Western expansion and silver and gold mining booms. In terms of unique features, the most valuable coins associated with this era are typically the Liberty Head gold coins designed by James B. Longacre. The obverse features a classical depiction of Lady Liberty wearing a coronet inscribed with Liberty, while the reverse showcases a heraldic eagle with a shield, clutching arrows and an olive branch. These coins were struck in gold, with the double eagle containing nearly a full ounce of gold, weighing approximately 33.44 grams. Their large size, intricate engraving, and rich golden luster make them visually striking, especially in uncirculated or mint-state conditions, where original mint brilliance is preserved. Rarity plays a defining role in the value of these coins, particularly for issues minted in Carson City or those with exceptionally low survival rates. For example, certain Carson City double eagles from the early 1870s had relatively small mintages, and even fewer have survived in high-grade condition. Additionally, pattern coins, experimental designs not released for general circulation, can be extraordinarily rare, sometimes with only a handful of known specimens. Coins that remain in mint-state condition, graded MS-65 or higher by services like Professional Coin Grading Service or Numismatic Guarantee Company, are especially scarce and command significant premiums in the market. The market value of these coins varies widely depending on mint mark, condition, and rarity, but top-tier examples can reach impressive figures. A high-grade Liberty Head double eagle from the Carson City Mint in mint-state condition can easily range from $10,000 to over $100,000, while exceptionally rare dates or near-perfect specimens have sold for several $100,000 at auction. Pattern coins from the Grant era, due to their extreme rarity, can surpass even these figures, occasionally reaching into the millions when offered in elite auctions. The value is driven not only by gold content, but also by historical importance, collector demand, and the prestige associated with owning a piece from this transformative period in American history. For collectors interested in acquiring coins from this era, careful attention to authenticity and condition is essential. It is advisable to seek coins that have been certified and graded by reputable third-party organizations, as this ensures both authenticity and a standardized assessment of quality. Collectors should also examine details such as luster, strike sharpness, and surface preservation, as these significantly affect value. Purchasing from established dealers, major auction houses, or respected numismatic communities can reduce risk. Proper storage, using climate-controlled environments and protective holders, helps preserve the coin's condition and long-term value. In conclusion, while no circulating coin from 1869 to 1877 directly features Ulysses S. Grant, the coins minted during his presidency represent one of the most compelling and valuable periods in U.S. numismatics. Their connection to Reconstruction-era America, combined with their artistic beauty, gold content, and rarity, makes them highly desirable among collectors. Whether it is a Carson City double eagle or a rare pattern issue, these coins offer both historical depth and strong investment potential, ensuring their continued appeal to both seasoned numismatists and newcomers seeking a tangible link to a pivotal chapter in American history.